All right, the French Art Museum, the Louvre, will be open for business again tomorrow. It's been closed all day ever since an attacker got in there, started shouting Allah Akbar. That, of course, for God is great, and he was ultimately shot down, but it could have been very different. Former FBI Assistant Director Ron Huskow about what they were able to do and whether this helps make the case that President Trump has been making. As you know, Ron, that we've got to be very vigilant with this sort of stuff. Now, whether his travel ban or delay, whatever you want to call it, is the answer, I don't know your views on that, but what do you make of that?
Neil, this attack at the Louvre is worrisome. It is one more exclamation point on this global war on terror that we all are facing, America, Europeans, others in our world. It shows the opportunity of success for a low-intensity attack. From my research, I saw several other machete-type attacks in Europe just in the last couple of years. You may recall one in Great Britain.
That's right.
About 3 years ago, a horrific attack on a soldier.
And that was in broad daylight and on camera. Yeah.
That's right, and very grisly filmed event.
Right.
And I think it has the effect of certainly adding to the fear that is prevalent in France in particular, in Europe, here in America. If you go to a public place completely unarmed and holler Allah Akbar, you're going to get a reaction that is born of this sort of terror. So it's very concerning what its impact is on tourism in France and in Europe. I'm sure that has concerns over there. And it does tie into President Trump's travel restrictions that he's imposing. I think that what the president wants to do is make sure we get it right here and keep us safer, make us safer. And if it takes a little bit of a pause,
I'm sorry, Ron, the things that he wanted to do and wants to do, would they have addressed what happened in Paris with an attacker who was an Egyptian national and here for a while? In other words, he wasn't coming from any country, at least we're told at the time, and have been here a while. I don't know what the truth is, but what do you think?
That's right. I think it will take some period of time for him to evaluate, are these the right countries? Are the measures that he is imposing the right ones? If we look at this as some sort of fishing net, how tight do you narrow the gaps so that we're restricting the right people and we're not restricting the wrong people?
Yeah.
I hope that this president has that humanitarian view too, that we're not trying to deter everybody from coming in, but certainly an America first, safety first, proposition ought to let plenty of folks in on our terms and deter those who might bring harm to us.